Um, what I'm wondering is if I'd rather use this hard drive to get a new recipe, or if I want this compacted coal recipe. So I do have access to sulfur. I just don't know how good this is. Before I send the first space elevator for the first 50 smart play, I try to get at least 5 crash sites, get an altered. Yeah, no, I had the alternate screw recipe as an option, but I also had one that was like 1 iron ingot for 8 copper wire or something like that. I had the hard drive menu open, and I was trying to just do some math in my head to see which one was better. I closed it, and then I lost the recipe, and I ended up taking a different recipe that was also pretty good, but I definitely should have just taken the cast screw recipe. It's way better. I honestly, like, I kind of hope one thing they change is the way that screws are made. I don't have a problem with you having to like make the iron rods for them. It's just such a pain in the ass. Let's see. We can go put the rest of these frames in. The coal and sulfur is a good one. Math breakdown, bit tricky, but you can get a lot more power. Good to know. The good thing is I don't have to like wait for it, so I can just kind of grab it whenever. All I have to do is like go find another hard drive somewhere, and I've only found 3, I think, so far, so there's more than enough for me to go find and make more. I'll need a... where's my equipment workshop? I know I built one. Where did I put it? Maybe I didn't build one. Yeah, funnily enough, I unlocked that thinking that I was going to... It was before I had coal power unlocked, and I was thinking like, oh, this will like help me with my power issues, and then I realized that it didn't help me with my power issues at all. Because I did not have coal power unlocked yet. Seven Ways to Die. Is that the Left 4 Dead dev remake? Or the... I think you know what I'm trying to say. The game that the Left 4 Dead team made? I'm not familiar with Drug Dealer Simulator. Although I've probably seen somebody play it at some point. Those games always feel very, like, made in a rush, I guess. But I hope it's good. It seems like the kind of game that would be, like, fun to play. 7 Days to Die has been early access for like 10 years. That's not surprising to me. I feel like every game sits in early access for months, if not years at a time, and then either like gets finished or doesn't. It gets finished like way later, or not at all, which is like kind of sad, honestly. I do think I know what you're talking about now, though. Nice, I made it all the way out here and I don't have enough iron plates. Too soon it runs like crap, exactly. And there's no in between. I mean, there's been a few games actually that have come out early access and they've actually been pretty solid for what they were. But most of the time it takes years sometimes for them to even like be worth the value that they are, like the price that they are at. Pal World gave me that kind of feeling where I liked the game, I enjoyed playing it, but it didn't feel like a $30 game yet. Like if they had released that as a tech demo, I probably would have been more inclined to buy it later. That being said, I still bought it, and I will have access. I mean, I will hopefully have access to the game when they finish making it, assuming they finish making it. But it's very frustrating. Like I get kind of tired of like getting a game. You know, it's like, oh, this is early access, and it's like, okay, well, like if it's early access, then why is it out? You know, it's different. It's like, oh, this is beta. Okay, like I'll play a beta game, but they have a large update this month with the new island and pals. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think it's gonna change much though. Like the core gameplay hasn't really been updated. I know they're planning on adding the PvP thing in the next couple of months, if not with this update. But even still, like, the game's not balanced yet, so I don't feel like the PvP is gonna be all that fun. It's just gonna be people running around with their perfectly bred legendary pals and like the best combat assault rifles or whatever. And if you're not running that, then you have 0 chance of winning. As well as like, bro, it's not that serious. You can leave now. I think my biggest issue is just that the servers are so bad. Like if you try to play on the dedicated servers, it's like impossible. Hi, Carrie. Carrie, I'm being bullied by a whatever those things are called. But yeah, like the dedicated servers are so poorly optimized, and they're like unplayable. I think I had like I tried like 3 different servers. I got like one of them where I was able to play for more than 2 hours without getting DC'd. Oh my, bro, it's not that serious. And then I was getting DC'd like every half an hour, which meant like I couldn't build anything. Yeah, I would do that, but I don't have enough people, I think, that like would want to play, if that makes sense. Or like not necessarily enough people, but like it's just not, how do I say, like, I'm trying to think of the words. It's tough being a native English speaker and not knowing how to speak your own language. There's not enough active people in a server like that in my mind. Like you play with your friends and stuff. Like I said, once everybody just gets access to the best pals in the game, like the game doesn't really like feel as much fun, and then everybody goes off and plays something else. So the server's like active for like a week, and then that's it. Right, I need an iron plates. Yeah, exactly. If they fix the dedicated servers, I'd be a little bit more inclined to enjoy the game though. Like I feel like playing online would be a little bit more fun, but it just runs into the same issue of like how you just hatch eggs until you get the best possible stats on your pal. You know, put them in the arena and then you win. Words aren't wording right now. My words are not wording, you're right. How are you doing, by the way? Me personally, I'm just living life, wording without words. We're talking about Owl Worlds. If you haven't seen that game before. Cool game. Cool in concept. Pretty much exactly what I would hope to see from a Pokemon game, but without the Pokemon IP. My research is complete. Yeah, it's cool. It was definitely like a cool little like time occupier when it first came out. But then, as usual, the community metagamed it into the ground, and it made it kind of unenjoyable to play, as they seem to do very often. It's another one of those games that I just put on my list of like, if you get it on sale, it's a great buy. I wouldn't pay full price for it right now though. But I guess there's very few games on my lists that I would pay full price for right now. In all honesty. Yeah, it'd be like that. I get it. Like it's just it feels so unfun when the game just becomes like, oh, how can I min max everything to the point that like, you know, like what's supposed to take me 5 or 6 hours of grinding takes me 30 minutes. And then the devs have to come in behind it and be like, oh, like we don't want to nerf it because, you know, it's intended, but at the same time, like people are just grinding through the game so fast that there's no content now. And there's no real way to balance it, because if you nerf it into the ground, then everybody gets upset, and then they just find the next best thing, and then you have to keep doing that. But if you don't nerf it, then again, like the gameplay loop just becomes nowhere near what it's supposed to be. I don't even know like what I would do as a dev, like if I was a game dev and somebody like min-maxed my game to that point, because you know, you want the I guess like the best thing to do is just to make it so your game's not so grindy that everybody has to min-max it. But even then, if you put an hour of grinding into a game, people are going to want to like shorten the grind to 15 minutes, so it doesn't really matter what you do at that point. Alright, we'll go back and do the sulfur thing. Let me make sure I have enough this time before I... Okay. Production, miner. We have enough. I know there was sulfur out that way. Maybe that one would be better since it's next to my... Nah, just go this way, I don't care. That's the thing though, is people do play this game and they do min-max it. Which I'm more okay with, because this isn't a public server game where, like, you know, you join a public server and then like everybody's in the game together and it's about who can build the fastest factory or whatever. If you want to play this with your friends, go ahead. If you want to min-max with your friends, go ahead. If you want to sit and grind the game to the point that you know, everything is perfect and, you know, you turn the 6-hour gameplay loop into a half an hour, that's fine. Because this is a single player game at heart, even though it is technically multiplayer. But you're not affecting anybody by doing that. That's the difference. Whereas in a game like Power World, or like really any multiplayer online game, the problem is that you turn the grind for yourself off, but then you make it inefficient for other people to play the game, because, you know, like, how am I supposed to go to the... Imagine I join a new server, right? I join a public server. The server's working fine. I spend 10 hours grinding the game, right? And I'm at level 25. You know, I'm pretty far ahead, like other people. Brother. Once again, it's not that serious. You know, like, I'm logically, like, ahead of other people because I spent 10 hours grinding. Except for the 3 people that came into the server, immediately started min-maxing everything, and then, like, put me so far behind on the grind. And then everybody else is going to come in behind them, and it's the same thing. The 10 hours of grinding that I did to get to my point and, like, enjoy the game, they make obsolete because they come in 5 hours and do twice as much grinding in that time. And it makes me, as the player who, like, actually wants to play the game properly, not want to play the game. That's my issue with it. I don't care if people want to min-max a game like this, but it's games like Power World that it's just not fun to run into min-maxers like that. But I also understand that, like, nobody wants to sit and grind for 10 hours in a game that's, like, you know, not fun like that, I guess. Am I stupid? Probably. Where's the... I put it the wrong way. So I understand this. I didn't think about the fact that I would need to run power to this. Which is why I said I didn't want to do this just yet. And I don't have enough, I don't have enough material to make it happen either. Oh, Lord. I don't know. To each their own. Like, do what you want to do. It just makes it not fun for me. I don't buy games to not have fun with them. So if a game's like that, then I'm just not gonna play it. I'm just gonna leave that ramp. Should have invested some time into getting the power line things. I don't even know if I can get those yet. Brother. I don't even know where I'm getting hit from. I just want, you know, I want everybody to have fun in the game. Like, It doesn't bother me that much. Just not for me. To me, it's the grind that makes the game enjoyable, not the other way around. I think Power World does a good job of having a game that you kind of want to grind, because it's well balanced in the sense that, like, yeah, you kind of do the same thing over and over again, which is something I don't like in gameplay loops, where it's like, okay, like, go here, unlock this, fuck you, go here, unlock this, go there, unlock that, so on and so forth. Power World kind of gives you the freedom to just, like, go out and be like, hey, you want to go catch a level 27 thing? Go ahead. It's not going to be easy, though. And that's kind of refreshing. As well as, there's a lot of, forget the word, like, but kind of like, you have a sense of, you can kind of do things the way that you want to do it, rather than, like, doing it the way the game wants you to do it. And I enjoyed that as well. I came back for these, and these are located behind the smelter. I really need to organize this. It's ridiculous. Cast screws. I mean, I could take this one. It's not the right one, but I could take it. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It is the one. What is this? 7 iron. It's 4 water. Why would you ever take that? Anyway. That one. Let me clean up this production now. So this can go. This can go. This can go. That can go. This can just turn into that. That runs into this. Can't see. Can you see? And oop. I might be overdoing it actually. I don't know if I'm producing enough iron for that, am I? It's 30. Let's do 31.25. Is it being split or no? It is. So what we'll do, you there, slap the splitter on you. Run it that way. So that should work, right? 2 belt because it's gonna get backed up pretty quick. That should be fine. Wait, this Mark II belt? I mean, I should. I don't think I'm going to, but I should. I love this song. I don't even know what song it is, but I know it's Studio Ghibli, so I believe that. I can definitely see that. How is... Factorio is running 75% of my CPU currently. Kind of nuts. Totoro. I knew that. I'm just testing you. What's it from, actually? Not that I know, I'm genuinely asking. Or is that what it's from? I don't know if you know this. It may not shock you, but it might shock you. I don't think I've seen any Studio Ghibli movies ever once, which is sad because when I worked with the teenagers, we had some of them sitting around, but they always wanted to watch Twilight or Norbit. My neighbor Totoro. I will add it up to my everlasting list of things that I have to watch. It is on my docket. We'll just have to watch them. Hell yeah. How many movies could there possibly be? It's like 3 hours of movies, right? Surely. I have that emote. Surely, it's only a few hours of movies. I just put that like, yep, right in the way of my tractor. My tractor's like, what the fuck, man? You should set one up. I would show up probably as long as I'm not busy. Am I ever busy, right? Okay, so we have coal being brought, we have sulfur being deposited, so we get some awesome points. We are being somewhat inefficient with our factory, so I think it is time to start fixing that. I need another 50 rotors. Means I need screws. Screws. But no. Yeah, setting the schedule is so tough, honestly, because, like, you know, life happens, man. Sometimes you don't have it. But I think the easiest thing to do is just to set your schedule in, like, for like 1 day a week at a minimum, and then like everything else is extra, but then like you commit to that 1 day, and then as you kind of feel more comfortable with that, you make it 2, and then 3, and then so on and so forth. Until you're like happy with what you have going on. Wait, do I want to run 3? How do I want to set this up? I need to be reminded how much these are gonna. It's only 30 per smelter, right? This is using 15, 15, 30. So this is gonna need its own smelter. Then I can run 2 constructors into 1 smelter. 1 smelter. For the iron rods. Or I could have double screws. I kinda like double screws. Without, never mind, without the 12.5 a minute, I can run 1 smelter for 2 somewhat efficiently. Spread these out a little bit more. So what I should do is go here, and then there should be a splitter. That runs into this one. And then, so 12 and a half, 12 and a half. And then I'll make 1 more in front of this one. This will be the one that I run maxed. Okay. Did it to what, 240, right? Yeah. It's like, why isn't it changing? Right, and then okay, that's 3 things making screws. And then we can make a storage container up here. We'll put it etched up into. We'll run that. Get a merger. That. This will be our screw container. Right. And then this needs to be a Mark II belt. Otherwise it'll go too slow. You know what's a game that I wanted to show you that I thought would be fun if we could get 2 more people to play with us? It's called Dokapon Kingdom. Nobody else has to own it. I already own it, and we can play it through Steam. And it's like a little 4-player RPG minigame kind of thing. It's like pretty simple to understand. There's a lot of like complexity to it, but it's not like super hard to explain, I think. But I've been wanting to do like a 4-person run of that. So that's put another one there. This here. Is that all of them? Probably not, right? All I have to do is connect this to the power downstairs, and they should start, right? So this. Yep. Put another power line in here. Connect that to that one. All of these should be active, right? Except for this one. No? Yeah, it'd probably help if I put the things they need to make. Okay. Right. So now we can do a conveyor lift. I'm gonna do Mark 1. Go up this way. Going that way. I have no idea if this is going to work. Praying that it does. Will you kindly check your message request on Discord? Sure. Up. Enough. Okay. Into here. Then actually to go into this one, right? Looks kind of ugly, but you know, sometimes you gotta enjoy the ugly. I'm not on Rocket League right now. What can I do you for? Feel free to DM it to me. Message me. Sorry. Yeah. So this is how this should work, right? Like, comes up here, goes in here. Got 3 screws being made at a time. The only problem currently is that... Thank you for the follow, Kyle. I appreciate you. I am very sorry, but just not feeling Rocket League today. I wish you guys the best of luck. The only problem is that obviously I'm not getting enough iron in here just yet. So I could go over to that and add another one. I think I'll just leave it for now. This is kind of just a work in progress up here. But just having screws being made is pretty important. I could also run the copper over here as well, since the copper's kind of separated from everything, and the concrete. But I think I'll hold off that a little bit later. But in theory, this is working, and that's kind of all I needed. I wonder if I can stick a Mark II right here just to help with everything being loaded up. What else? What else do we need to do? Let's go see if we have enough rotors now. Kind of what we're waiting on is to get the steel production going. That's kind of our next task. So that, yep, we have enough. Perfect.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress.
We'll wait for that to come back, and I should have already have enough material to make that happen. Yeah, so I'm gonna move where the coal is being deposited over here. Oh, he's schmoving now. Look at him. Bro's coming with the coal. He knows. I need to go make another miner. That would be in here. Perfect. Mark 1. I don't think I've cleared off the things from here yet. Why are these guys so aggressive, man? It doesn't have to be like this. We'll put it like that. Hook it up to this one. And then we need to build a foundry. I need 1 more rotor and 5. Grab those. Grab these. Foundry. Perfect. This goes in here. And I'm gonna run. Move the storage container over there. We'll not be able to hold all of this coal right now. So if I just deconstruct this, it should just lay out on the floor. Yep. Okay. Wish I could have this the other way around, but whatever. Okay. Quick. And then I'm just gonna make a break right here. Storage container. That up there. Put this up to right there. With how long this belt is, I probably don't need a storage container, but I'd rather have one than not need it. Need it and not have it. And we can just put the coal in here. Save ourselves some time. Go. Perfect. I should have put the coal in too, I guess, but oh well, it's on its way. And then I will need a constructor. That. Actually, I'll need two to kind of offset them a little bit. Again, not like the most efficient way to do this, but I just want to get this going. Splitter. You will make steel beams. You will make steel pipes. Both into a storage container. Not super worried about how it looks right now because inevitably this will just become, this is going to get moved up there, so let's see. Oh, pole. Pole can use. Perfect. I was trying to get tier 3 going. Should be backstocked on these a little bit. Not quite enough. Continues to be an issue of the iron plates not being enough. Stacks out of here and put a few stacks in here. Help. Okay. also want to look at my power supply currently because I'm probably getting pretty close to maxed out. I got another 50-ish watts to work with, so we're okay. Yeah, I was worried this would get a little bit backed up. I don't know how much I care that it's backed up. We are getting somewhere, at least. I think I want to get that Caterium going. I guess the question then becomes, do I have the truck do like a big loop where it goes there to here to there, back to here, back to there, back to here? Or do I just make another truck station and have 2 trucks running? I'm not sure.